Hi guys, welcome to Earth to Rosita. So today I'm really excited about this video, and I'm sitting like near a place where there's cars passing by constantly, so I'm really sorry about that. But anyway, I'm really excited about this video. I had this idea pop into my head last night, and I'm like sitting like in the middle of all of these trees in my backyard. So I hope that a spider does not come on to me. That would be bad. I don't know how I would handle that. So anyway, getting to back to the video, I had this idea pop into my head about Valentine's Day and what I'm gonna do about this Valentine's Day. So for the last year's Valentine's Day was a disaster, but okay, it wasn't a disaster, but it wasn't the best, and I've had better. So speaking of having better Valentine's Day, I figured I would go through all of the Valentine's Days where I actually did something, in an attempt to give one of you lovely people watching like an idea of what to do if you're single. Don't sit there and cry about it, don't sit there and bitch about it and stuff like that. And I'm wearing red for Valentine's Day, for love. Valentine's Day, I think, should be a day about spreading love instead of like sitting there and thinking about all of the happy couples, all of the married couples and stuff like that, because who wants to do that? Like, we all get it. You're single and you're lonely and you're feeling sad about that, but turn your loneliness into happiness. You can do it. It's easy. And I'll tell you guys an example of everything that I did to change my view to a more positive view of Valentine's Day. So I wrote this in my notes because I don't know, it's easier to just read off notes these days. Even though I know exactly what I did. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm rambling. I'm a rambly person, as you know. Okay, so Valentine's Day 2012, I went out to dinner and dessert with one of my girls. So she was going through a breakup with a really, just like, such a jerk. I remember this guy. She didn't really want to talk about it, so we went to a Mexican place called Mad Mex, and then we went to get dessert at Max Werner, I'm pretty sure. I think I shouted her everything. I don't remember. No, I think it was equal. I think we helped each other out, or I think she paid for my burrito while I paid for her dessert. So, you know, it was a cute little Valentine's Day. Don't really talk to her anymore though. I don't know where she's gone off to. She's in Melbourne right now. I think. See, that's what I mean. We haven't even like spoken in years. But she's a family friend, so she'll always be around. Basically she's gonna be in my funeral. So that's how close we are. Okay, so 2013, I didn't really do anything, but 2014, I was kind of going through a hard time with love. So I tried to kind of like go out with a friend, and I don't know why he didn't catch on. I was trying to like make it a Valentine's Day kind of vibe, but he didn't take it that way. So it ended up being a disaster, and I just ended up coming back home and just forcing myself, like being confronted to feel the pain over like a sort of heart, a sort of breakup, even though it wasn't really a breakup because we were never together officially. So, yeah. 2015. So by this point, I was still kind of like hung up about that person that I was like, that I had the thing come to an end with in 2014. And in 2015, like throughout that whole year of 2014, we were kind of floating around, and he was kind of like trying to maintain a friendship between him and I. But I was just like, I had those feelings that I had for him were too strong. So whenever we went out to dinner, or whenever we went out to lunch or something like that, and he would pay and stuff like that, like he kind of used to, I would take it. I wouldn't know how to take it. Like, I overanalyzed it when he was just kind of like trying to be my friend. So that was heartbreaking for me. And 2015 was when we kind of discussed it, and he said that we will never be anything more than friends. So, I did something kind of cheesy. I bought myself a crystal ring, vowing to love myself as much as loving another. That didn't work for a couple of years. It's worked better now. But I was so sad about that relationship coming to an end. And in 2015, I actually kind of like just let him go without saying a word. So that summer was brutal for me, man. I like really had to feel that aching heartbreak that I don't think compares to anything else I've felt. Not with friendships, not with friends breaking my heart, not with family breaking my heart and stuff like that. So yeah, that was a tough year, and I know I'm going off, but okay, I'll stop. Going back to Valentine's Day in 2016, this was my favorite one. Drove around with a best friend all over the place in Western Sydney. We ran across dangerous roads, holding hands and laughing like a couple of kids. Went to Newtown for coffee and lunch. Went to a bookstore. I got a rose by one of my soulmates, TJ. Lovely man. He's such a kind-hearted man. With the exception of bad traits, but we all have bad traits. And I know that you know that, TJ, so. So the idea that I had was giving out roses to my single friends. So I said I gave my single friends roses, and the weekend ended with us chasing sunsets and just being in love with everything. And it really was that way. It was like a magical weekend filled with, like, Valentine's Day weekend filled with love. That didn't have to be like specifically romantic love. And that's the idea that I'm trying to like get you guys to see, that you don't have to. You don't have to like like Valentine's Day doesn't have to be exclusive to couples. You can make it whatever you want. Okay, 2017. This was an interesting one. Got the gang together after I posted a Facebook status asking 12 people who wants roses. They were fake roses, but roses nonetheless. I chose 12 people spread across Western Sydney, and we went on a mapped out trail all over from Greater Western Sydney to the hills and then down to Southwest Sydney. So we went from somewhere called Riverston, and then we went all the way back to Castle Hill, and then we went all the way to like places like Kajula, Liverpool. If you're living in Sydney, you know exactly what I'm talking about, but if you're not, then Google this. Google that trail right now to see how crazy I went. And it was so much fun. It was so much fun. So, yeah. We handed out the roses to every single person that we could. Some of them weren't really home because some of them were working and stuff like that. But my sister wasn't there because she was at work. So it was like we didn't feel complete without her. So it was sad. It was sad that she wasn't there. And then I went over to a guy's house and I stayed until 3 a.m. Oh my god. That was an exceptionally good Valentine's Day. I don't think anything compares to that one. 2018, I kind of did something simple. I didn't really have anyone that I wanted to be with. So I went chasing stars and taking photos of the stars. But like I said in the beginning of the video, 2019 was fucking horrible. Oh, my cat's coming. So 2019, the only real thing I did was just like make a cute little Instagram post to someone that I had an internet crush on, and then something. So that was happening in the virtual world, but something was really like coming up in my real life where my friends and I had a falling out over something stupid. And it was about, like, it was over a guy, basically. It was over a guy. She thought I was, like, chasing her boyfriend because a couple of days before, her boyfriend and I, we went on a walk in the forest. And we had a great time. They honestly felt like soulmates in a way. There's a bee. Oh my god, my cat's scared. We had a great time, and then her boyfriend and I, we had a moment together where we were alone, and I think that he lied to her. He told her that I was making a move on him when I was just like literally talking to him, and he was talking to me about nature and the state of humanity and stuff like that. So that was something that was strange for him to do, although not really. Wait, what am I saying? This was back in January. So January is when we had the forest walk. But then a month later, around Valentine's Day, she kept on dragging it on. She thought that something happened between her boyfriend and I, but nothing did. So he lied to her, and it's just a mess. So yeah, those are my Valentine's Day throughout the years. I've never had, like, I think I only had a few Valentine's Day where I was like being a crybaby and just like, you know, being the typical, oh, I hate Valentine's Day kind of like dumbass. But that was like, I put an end to that real quick, and I chose positivity and optimism and like doing something that actually makes me happy and makes other people happy. So yeah, and I have some heart chakra music playing in the background, so if you guys can hear that and you wanted to work on some heart chakra meditation, I'll link that in the description below. Actually, that whole channel is filled, Meditative Mind is filled with like amazing music. So I definitely recommend checking them out. And I also have a meditation music playlist. I'll somehow like link it somewhere above. Somewhere, I don't know like where I would. I'll figure out a way to put it in this video for you. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it. I enjoyed sharing my subjective experience of Valentine's Days throughout the years with you guys, even though some of them were kind of hard, as you know. But yeah, subscribe if you like videos like this. I kind of like make a lot of sit down and talk videos. I make vlog videos when I'm heading off to work. I make videos about astrology, and I'm going to be traveling around a little bit this year. So I'm going to be traveling to Thailand in July. I'm going to be traveling to Japan and India in October. And I'm going to be traveling to Vietnam in just like for a week of November. So I'm really excited about my travels. And I'll probably just, I will be vlogging as much as I can. The Japan trip is a personal one, so I don't know how much of that I will be vlogging, but I'll try to put something together if you guys are interested in seeing Japan vlogs. If you like this, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and let me know what you guys have done for Valentine's Day throughout the years. Let me know, like, what year is your favorite Valentine's Day that you want to share with me about me? Like, okay, I don't know what I'm saying. Alright, so yeah, click subscribe, bye!